good morning. I just woke up, or not just woke up, woke up about an hour ago, did quite a bunch of chores. So last week I started vlogging my whole week, and I vlogged. I'm obviously using my phone camera because I'm very new to this and I don't want to invest in a camera yet until I know that I can be consistent. So I just picked up my phone and started filming my week of what's happening. And I filmed everything in vertical, and that's like totally not the way to film if I want to post on YouTube. Obviously, duh. That only occurred to me after I had taken a full week's worth of footage. We live and we learn. So I'm going to sit and edit and watch all the footage and see. I'm loving this Simply Be products. They are amazing. But so I'm going to see what I can use, what not. Should I just use everything? I'm just worried that it's going to look really weird on YouTube. So anyway, what I spoke about last week in a nutshell, I don't know if I'm going to share it or not, so maybe I should just, in a nutshell, last week I was like 60 days in, 60 days in, exactly 2 months of launching myself as a tutor. I had built up to 12 students, one dropped off, so 11 active students, and the business is falling apart already before it's even begun. And now it's time for systems. It's time to restructure, redesign everything. And that's what I'm going to be doing this week. I also want to tackle the loneliness I've been feeling on this journey so far. It's been tough. It's tough to like do everything in isolation. It's tough to feel the pressure and the urgency of I need to do this because I only have so much, like this much amount of savings left to carry me for so far. I'm only earning so much money at this stage, but I don't have any proper systems in place, and I'm trying to chase clients, but that's not sustainable. I can't teach one-on-one lessons because my hours are capped and my pricing is not working out. So, and I'm doing everything manually, from invoices, from setting up payment links, from scheduling, from back and forth with parents, obviously sending homework, feedback, all of it, and it's not working. It is not working. I'm also working on a platform in the evenings that doesn't pay very well. It's been good practice. I must say it's been very good practice for me to get into the online teaching, coaching space. I want to shift towards more of a coaching style versus teaching, but I mean, it kind of exists together. But that work is taking up a lot of my time and it does not pay enough, and I need to put systems in place. So I'm just like, everything's falling apart. So who am I actually and what am I doing? I'm Tay, and I'm a qualified teacher. I've taught at an international school, amazing school, for about just over 4 years. But in between that time, there was a time I went to a different school and taught at a private school here in Cape Town. I'm based in Cape Town, and that kind of changed my life. And I ended up struggling with some serious health issues, I suffer from a chronic illness called psoriasis. I'm just saying it now because you'll probably see on my forehead in different clips and shots, etc., that I do have, it's an autoimmune illness, and your skin cells are replacing too quickly, or my immune system is overactive, and that creates plaques on my skin and like redness and itchiness. And anyway, it can be triggered by stressful environments. And I was in so much stress in that period. This was in 2024, and I was like, I need to do something else for my health. I need more balance. Back to the amazing school that I did teach at. It's called Green School. I'll maybe link it up somewhere here. I'll put a little Instagram. And yeah, I love that school. It was my first job, but my experience at that other school and what happened with my health, it kind of shifted the way that I want to work completely. And I was like, okay, I need to get into the remote space. I need more flexibility. I need a little bit more balance in my life. And so I went on a journey. I started saving up money, and I knew my contract at Green School was only for 18 months. So I was like, okay, I'm going to work here, and I'm going to, towards the end of the time of my contract, I'm going to start looking for jobs in the remote space. And so that's what I did. Fast forward, did not get any hits. I think I got 2. Maybe I should do like more of an in-depth of the rejection and the terrible interviews that I had. And fast forward, I was like, okay, this means I have to freelance now because I'm at the end of my contract. It's done, it's dusted. That was, I think now that was 3 months ago. And exactly just over 2 months ago, I was like, okay, put a post out. I am tutoring. Let's do this. Who wants to work with me? And I got some people. And now I'm restructuring and re-looking at what I want to do. And I want to build something. I want to create something. And I want to use social media as a tool to help me attract opportunities, to build visibility, to build trust, to build an audience, and build a business, an education business, and see what it evolves into. But I need to start somewhere. So this is where I'm at. I got cut off because my landlady, she's amazing. She's a senior content developer, educational trainer. She's awesome. So we actually have a meeting because I spoke to her about restructuring, redesigning, and she's like got all these amazing tools that she uses. She is a powerhouse, actually, that I can not be completely alone on this journey. I think I must, if you have questions, please let me know. Like questions, comments, feedback, what you would like to know more of. I would really appreciate that. I do think I want to share a little bit more about my journey with my health, because that's actually what started everything, and where I am now, and starting from scratch. And I decided I'm just going to document this. I'm taking a page out of the amazing Grace Andrews. She is a social media brand director, or she was the brand director of Diary of a CEO, the podcast, and now she's left that podcast, gone on her own, and she creates amazing content, advice, strategy for marketing specifically. And I really tapped into that, and I'm taking a page out of our playbook and running with it and seeing what will happen. So that's why I'm here. That's a little bit of who I am. I'm not originally from Cape Town. I am from Port Elizabeth. So I'm also playing around with the idea of maybe going back home. I haven't been home. I haven't lived at home in this is my 5th year. So maybe having a support system would be good for me now. I feel so energized building something. It's very, very stressful and not easy, but I feel like I want ownership of something, and I like the energy, and my mind feels like it's just creative and I have so many ideas, and like my notebook is overflowing and I'm learning new tools. So, and yeah, I think it would be cool to be surrounded by community and people. But yeah, we will get into all of those things. I need to also learn how to make this more interesting, like capture b-roll. I want to capture more of like my students and what I'm doing, not my students their faces, but me teaching them my setup, what I have and just what my days look like, how I implement gym into my life, and yeah, just habits. So, but I will get better at it. So yeah, if you have any tips to help me along this journey, if you are on a similar journey, please let me know, and let's do it. I have a meeting. Estimations.
Yeah.
Cash flow,
This is
yeah.
very good, hey?
No, but
You're like a business professional.
I don't know what I mean.
No, and I get that,
Yeah.
but it's a brilliant start. No, what are you feeling of it? Let's go to code. Just go back to the
So I went for a walk and I wanted to vlog on the walk, but it actually gave me so much clarity. It's so important, like go for a walk or move your body if you're feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling extremely overwhelmed after my meeting with Lindy. It was a very good meeting and we spoke about just automating parts of my business, like lesson renewals, inquiries, tracking lessons, etc., and automating that using Claude. So amazing stuff, amazing. Like I'm learning all these things. So that was a very good meeting. And then I came to sit and like try and do some deep work with vlogging and what my purpose is and editing, and it's trial and error. So I was going through reviewing all the footage I took last week, and I just found that obviously I took everything in vertical, which was first mistake, which I've now rectified. So the one thing I've learned this week. And then another thing, it's all scattered. I was just picking up my phone, vlogging every single bit of my day, thinking that it's valuable, but I was like, this is not valuable, this is not telling a story, this is not what I want to share, being random. So I deleted all of that footage. I just kept 1 or 2 videos that I think will be cool to look back on years from now. And I was like, okay, I need to be intentional about vlogging. And when I pick up my phone, what am I trying to say? What is the value I'm trying to put out? What are the insights? What are my goals? What are my goals with vlogging? And it just brought me back to that. I feel like I sound all enlightened now, but just an hour and a half ago, I was like, what am I doing? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing things and I'm learning. I spent a lot of time thinking and planning for how I'm going to do this social media marketing angle for this business, and like nothing can prepare you. You learn as you go, you learn on the job, you learn while doing. So if there's anything that I can share from today, is it's trial and error, and if you want to do something, do it, and you'll learn as you're doing it. I did like a reset plan for the day. I have lessons to teach today, so I just finished planning that, and then I have another idea of how I'm going to what processes I need to put in place for vlogging the day, transferring those videos into a folder, and then making it easy for myself at the end of the week to edit, because that's going to be my next hurdle. It feels like hurdle after hurdle, but if I can put processes in place and small steps that can help me achieve the bigger goal, yes. And yeah, just being honest about what I'm learning. Obviously this is not going to be polished, this is still going to be very amateur when I do put it out eventually at the end of the week, hopefully, but I'll get there 1 week at a time, and my goal is to do this consistently for a year. Not the ring light being so prominent in my eyes. I have to use a ring light in that little corner where my desk is because it's so dark, especially when I teach. So now it has like this insane lights in my eyes, but I'm not gonna refilm that. I'm just gonna roll with it. So I just finished a nice work block and workout block at the gym. I got there just before 10 o'clock, sat for about 2 hours working, and then from 12 till about 1 I did a workout, quickly steam room, showered, and now I'm rushing home so that I have 3 lessons, and then 2 lessons this evening. So I need to go. What's nice about, I must always try and work somewhere else. It's so nice, I get so productive. And what I was working on, it's quite noisy here. What I was working on was like lesson scheduling, reminding parents about things, renewals, rescheduling for people, planning the lessons, organizing my income and expenses, what needs to come in, what's still, just organizing all of that. The main thing is I need to get all these things automated so that I'm not sitting for 2 hours doing that, but rather an hour for the admin and like the lesson planning. The lesson planning is sucking the life out of me, and that's one of the big pain points that I have. And also individual lessons, it's not working out anymore. So after my lessons, I'm going to touch more on the pain points that I have. But let me go. It's about 2.5 hours later, and I just finished two lessons, actually 2.5, because one of the children wasn't feeling well, so we stopped, and then I was like, okay, great, that gives me about a half an hour to just quickly come outside for a walk and just move my body, because I was sitting for a while and on my screen, so it's just nice to get off the screen a bit. And then I thought, okay, let me talk about the pain points that I'm currently finding in the way that I've now structured the business. So what I've done is that I have 12 active students at the moment, all one-on-one, which means eventually I'm going to reach a cap of how many hours I have in my week. And that means I'm going to be stuck in back-to-back calls, and everyone is at different price points because everyone wants something different, which is the other problem. So the first problem is one-on-one lessons. I'm getting booked up. I mean, it's been 2 months now, 12 active students, and yeah, I can see how that's filling up. The more students I have, the more prep, the more admin, which starts filling up the day. I haven't even made time for marketing in that day, and everything is not automated, which is the other problem. So I'm doing everything manually, and what's happening is the pricing is all over the show. I'm being back-to-back calls, so I'm not free, and I'm filling up my diary, filling up everything, which is a problem, which leaves me no more free time in the day to do the other things that need work in the business, to start streamlining things. So I'm not working efficiently, and I'm finding that one-on-one is not the best use for my time. Then comes the other pain point, which is everyone. It's so nice to want to help everyone, and I thought, of course, I'm an English teacher, I can help everyone. But what that leads me to is now I'm doing exam prep for one learner, I'm doing reading practice with another learner, I'm doing intermediate help and strengthening and confidence with another learner, I'm doing beginner English with another learner. So, and then obviously all the ages are different. That's not a problem. When you're a teacher, you have to know how to differentiate. It's all different. All of them are different, and I need to personalize. But I feel like I'm boxing myself in that I don't need to personalize. What I need to get clear on is, who do I help? And where do my strengths lie? And how can I come up with more of a standardized curriculum where I can still personalize here and there according to the child's interests, their things, but lesson planning is taking me forever because I'm personalizing each lesson to each client, each child, each level, each whatever they want from me. I desperately need to work on the marketing, which is what I've poured a lot of energy into the last couple of weeks. Days, is okay, let's get the socials going. Let's start picking up the camera and filming. Let's get myself out there. So that does require a lot of time. So that's where I need to, marketing will never go away. So I need to make sure that in every single day I have time to post, to share, to get myself out there on a consistent basis, because not every client I have is going to stay with me forever. They might be with me for a couple of months, then they drop off. I need to constantly be reaching new people, reaching new audiences. And then I thought, how am I how am I going to increase my income streams where everything is not dependent on me and my time. So it's all me actively working in front of the screen. If I'm not there, then there's no money being made. I need to work on passive income streams. I need to work on group classes, conversation club, making digital resources, things like that, where 2 hours out of the day or 3 hours out of the day, maybe I'm teaching or coaching specific people, intermediate learners, so that I can have structured lessons with them. I do need to find better uses of my time that's not going to totally spread me thin. So anyway, it's so nice outside. It's starting to drizzle, so I'm gonna make my way back home. It's a very short walk, but I don't want to get caught up. And yeah, then I'll cook and do some admin. The never-ending admin. You think it's short, but they all add up. All the little tasks add up, and it's daily tasks. Do some admin, and then I have 2 lessons to teach this evening on the platform that I work on, and then I need to sit and focus on. I created my first Instagram carousel, which I'm excited about, so I need to post that. I have a video and I have an idea for a series, so I just want to put all of those things together, and yeah, I'm excited. So let me get home. Good morning. It's a Wednesday. It's about 9 o'clock now. I was up about an hour and a half ago. Went onto my laptop, had an email, and I had got an inquiry for some new clients. So I responded to that, put the kettle on, but didn't actually have my tea, so I need to have my tea. It's the end of the month, basically. So I just want to pop to the ATM, just do some errands. Wanted to actually start my day a little bit earlier, and I planned my day out yesterday or last night, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to be up at 7. I want to do chores. Didn't do my chores yet, so that must still happen. And I want to go to the gym. I want to work and then go to the gym, and then I have lessons. From 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and then I have 2 between 7 and 9 o'clock. So I want to prep for that. This is Glow Potion, information nobody asked for, but it's actually such a good product. I like it. It's good for spots, because I've been using the steam room, and when I go to the steam room, it releases all the things from my skin. So I feel like this Glow Potion, it helps to just balance things out. And then yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but now with the inquiry that came in, and then I started working a little bit, and now I was like, oh, but I need to quickly go out, and I want to go for a walk as well, before it starts pouring with rain. So yeah, I'm shuffling my day around a bit, but yeah, I need to prep for 5 lessons today. I need to send messages to parents, reminders, etc., and then Simply Be, of course. But yeah, I have a lot to focus on, and I want to focus on my offerings, with this new inquiry that I got. 3 kids. So I just asked, what are the ages? And again, like I'm trying to restructure, redesign, so I don't want to do one-on-one lessons, because my schedule, my hours are going to be full, and I still won't be making enough money, you know. So I just wanted to test out, okay, let me put it out there that group lessons are good. So I just asked, what are their ages, what are they? So yeah, so I just sent a couple of questions, and then we'll move over to a trial call, like a trial lesson, and then we'll go from there. Let's get going with Wednesday. I'm going to pop on my coat. I've got a lot of layers on, so don't judge. I'm going to pop on my coat, Garnier vitamin C. I'm trying to move actually towards natural products. So I started with the Simply Be, and then when this Garnier finishes up, I will go to Faithful to Nature and then test out something over there. That's like got the brightening vitamin C vibe. So I'm about to go on a walk with Lindy, my landlady. I'm excited. It's 12 p.m. 12 p.m. now. Just what I love so much about having flexibility in your day, which is what I'm striving to build, like, and create a job for myself that I can just build my day and structure it, and structure when I work, when I go for a walk, when I have some lunch. So that's the cool part. It's nice to be out. It's sunny and we're like, let's go for a walk. So I do enjoy that part. Definitely a pro. Con obviously is I have to make sure that I earn money. But it does energize me to like think about those kind of things and work and the operations. And I've been thinking about systems, how when someone books a lesson and then a package and they pay for it, and then it tells them how many lessons in the package there still is. So things like that, I need to find out all those systems, figure it out. Obviously it's not brand new things. Lots of companies and people use systems like that, so it's just about me building that in. I was thinking about that because I just positive, scheduled a trial. I had the inquiry, scheduled the trial lesson for next week, which is positive. Always good to get new people in. And then I just did some working on my spreadsheet, like money stuff, income tracking, expense tracking, things like that. And now it's lunchtime. I also did some chores, so I feel like clean space, clean mind, that's important. So yeah, I'm gonna go for my walk, come back, and then lesson plan, eat lunch, do the lessons, go to the gym, come back, do more lessons, have dinner, and then sit and strategize and work on the creative stuff, because the creative stuff also makes me feel excited, which I need to work on. I was supposed to work on that now in this block, but sometimes my day just doesn't go according to plan. Today I don't have too many lessons today, which is cool. So, and then for the last 2 hours I've been sitting and doing like deep work on my beacons link, and let me show you how it's looking so far. So I've been sitting in bed because I'm not feeling so well, but I've got my main welcome page over here. This is now my third draft basically, and then I have all these little pages that you can go and look at. I'm feeling very proud of it. But yeah, It's taken me some time because I'm learning everything. But yeah, this link will appear in my link in bios. So like in my Instagram, there'll be a link, my YouTube, a link, TikTok. I'm still figuring out why I can't add a link there, but that's what we're working on now. We're working on all those things, tightening my bios. I've had a lot of people, not a lot, like family and friends have been following, and I feel insecure. It's probably not the case, but I'm like, "Ooh, I still have naught posts, nothing going on there." But I mean, it's fine. It's messy. We're building, and I'm just trying to tighten all those things so that when I post my first, and also the handles needed changing, but when I post my first bits of content, and I've been working on the content, and I just want to feel, intentional, and that I know the direction and who am I posting to, what am I doing, and how is this going to get me to reach my goals. I'm not trying to just post randomly. I'm trying to be specific. Could also be a procrastination technique because I'm very nervous about putting stuff out there and putting myself out there, but I also want to feel proud. So it's a bit of procrastination and a bit of, doesn't have to be polished, but I do want to feel proud of what I'm putting out there and that I've given it some thought and I'm being intentional. That's just a quick check-in of what I've been doing so far. I'm gonna stop now for lunch. Ooh. I'm gonna stop now to eat some lunch. Then I have another 2 hours of deep work again. And I've been working on Notion as well with the content planning and content calendar ideas and just like really tightening everything up because I've been thinking a lot and I'm changing direction. Then at 3 I have a lesson. Then I want to go to the gym, but I want to go to the dance class. So I want to go to the gym either straight after my lesson, but my dance class is at 6. So maybe I'll have a bit of like an hour or so. Maybe eat dinner, do some more work, then get ready for go to the gym, do a workout, then do the dance class. Then come back, and then I have 2 lessons in the evening. And then I'm back on thinking about my offerings, then thinking about the systems, operations stuff. So I feel like when I don't have a lot of lessons scheduled on a day, it like frees up a lot of time to sit and work on the stuff that require a lot of attention. But yeah, I will maybe see if I can get a clip of the dance. Oh my word, I love it so much. I haven't been in months because my schedule hasn't allowed, but now I'll be able to get it in, fit it in. It's about 9 o'clock now. I look very dressed because I just went outside to my car and went to Lindy quickly. So that's why I'm just dressed warmly. But I have a lesson at 10, so I'm just having some tea, making my breakfast, just tidied up, just getting ready. Yeah, I feel so tired today. I think I'm gonna end the talking bits of the week today. I do have the investing class or master class after at 11 o'clock, which I'm excited for, 11 till 12. And then from 12, I'm going to have lunch and then prep for my 3 lessons in the afternoon. I'll be busy from 2 till 5 o'clock in those lessons. And then at 5, I'll probably be a bit hungry, so I'll snack. I'd like to go to the gym, maybe. I'm feeling, my body, I'm feeling shattered. I don't know why. I do know why, actually. Yeah, and then I'll prep for my last lesson in the evening, and I'll do some work as well. So this has been, I don't know how valuable it has been. Please let me know. I'm so open to any feedback, criticism, questions, comments from anybody who has watched any part of this. That it just will be insane. Even if one person watches, I think it will be a win for me. Yeah, I think it's probably like a very boring week, very lonely, very like isolated, and I think that's just the reality of where I'm at in my build up. I know this is just a temporary phase, and if you're going through the same thing, if you're building something, please reach out, tell me how it's been. If you've built something, tell me how it's been. If you want to, just like let me know. I think it's important to find your tribe, and that's one thing I need to do and be intentional about, as well as finding people who are going through similar things, doing similar things. Of course, I'm enjoying the building part. There are parts that I'm not loving of what I built, which is why I'm redesigning. Of course, that was this whole week and will be the coming weeks, of course. But yeah, I just wanted to end the talking bit there. Let me know what you think. I'm very, very nervous to put this out there, but I think if it can even help, like that would be insane. If it could help one person not feel like they're alone in something, if it could inspire someone to just do it and jump and do the thing that you want to do and build your dream. It's not the easiest journey, but I'd be happy to go with you, and like we can all just share. So cheers. I will be back with another one next week. I find it's so fun for me to just chat. It feels like a video diary. And one day I'll look at it and I'll be like, cool, girl, look what you did. I'm so hoping so.